Gentlemen, pay close attention. If you've noticed your mornings feel quieter, your energy lower, and the firmness you once woke up with has faded, you're not alone. This change can feel discouraging, even unsettling, but it does not mean your body has given up on you. Your ability to have strong, natural morning erections has not disappeared forever. It's simply waiting for the right signal to return. I am Dr. Katherine Rotker, a urologist and men's health specialist. For those who are new here, welcome. To my returning viewers, thank you so much for your trust and support. You are the reason I continue to share these life-changing strategies. Today, I am sharing a secret that moves beyond conventional pills and pumps. I will reveal 3 specific pressure points that, when activated correctly, can help awaken your body's own natural systems. This is about restoring healthy blood flow and sensation to support your morning erections. Press them correctly, integrate them into simple daily habits, and you can change your mornings. That is my direct promise to you. Stay with me, because in just a moment I will show you exactly where these points are and how to stimulate them for maximum effect. If this message speaks to you, let me know by typing yes in the comments below. It helps me understand I'm on the right track for you. And for everyone here, if you want actionable professional advice for senior men's health, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss what comes next. Before we get to the specific points and techniques, let me explain the science behind why this works. Understanding the why makes the how so much more powerful and effective for you. A natural erection is a magnificent coordination of your nervous system and your circulatory system. It starts with a signal, a thought, or a sensation. That signal travels from your brain down through your spinal cord and out through specific nerves that service the pelvic region. These nerves act like messengers, delivering a direct command to the intricate network of blood vessels in the penis. The command is simple: relax. When those tiny muscles in the arterial walls relax, they open up, allowing a powerful surge of blood to flow in. At the same time, a clever mechanism traps that blood, creating the firmness you know so well. It is a precise hydraulic event. Now, for many men in their 60s and beyond, this well-oiled machine can start to run a little slower. It is not that the system is broken. The wiring is still there, but the blood vessels can lose some of their elasticity. They might not dilate as easily, and the nerve signals might not be as sharp or as fast as they once were. This is a common and natural process, but it is one we can actively work with. This is where targeted pressure point stimulation becomes such a valuable tool. Applying precise pressure to specific locations on your body sends a very strong, immediate wake-up call directly through your sensory nervous system. Think of these points as access panels or shortcuts to the very nerves that control pelvic blood flow. When you stimulate them, you are essentially sending a high-priority signal along the same pathways that control erections. This signal helps encourage those blood vessels to relax and open up, directly addressing one of the key age-related changes. Some of these points also have a direct connection to your pelvic floor muscles. These are the muscles that act like a supportive hammock, and their strength and control are vital for maintaining firmness. Stimulating the points can help improve awareness and tone in this crucial muscle group. So the approach has a wonderful twofold effect. First, it helps initiate the process by encouraging better blood flow. Second, it supports the maintenance of that erection through improved muscular control. I often explain it to my patients like rebooting a familiar computer system. You are not installing new hardware. You are simply sending a clear, strong command to the existing system to wake up and perform its core function. The more consistently you practice this, the more you are training and reminding your body's own natural systems. Over time, this can lead to measurable improvements in nerve responsiveness, blood vessel health, and muscle tone, making morning erections not just a possibility, but a regular occurrence again. This consistent practice is what leads to lasting, natural benefits. Now, let's get to our first pressure point. We are going to focus on a truly powerful area known as the crura of the penis. This refers to the spot where a key erectile muscle anchors into the pelvis, located along the bony ridges you can feel on either side of your perineum. This is a fundamental access point to the very engine of an erection. To locate this point accurately, sit comfortably and gently reach behind your scrotum. You will feel a soft central area. That is your perineum. Now slide your fingers outward to the left and right until you meet the firm edges of bone underneath. Those ridges are called the ischial rami, and right where the penis attaches to them lie the crura, the root structures that act like the foundation of your erection. This spot may feel slightly denser or more resistant to touch compared to the softer tissue in the center. That firmness is a clear sign you've reached the correct location. The reason this specific spot is so effective lies just beneath the surface. This bony ridge is not just an anchor. It is a crucial hub where the ischiocavernosus muscle, a primary muscle responsible for erectile rigidity, connects. More importantly, it is densely packed with sensory nerve endings and sits near key vascular pathways. Stimulating this area sends a direct signal to the internal erection control center, the pudendal nerve, and the pelvic plexus. When you apply pressure here, you're essentially waking up the natural erectile system. The gentle pressure and massage activate sensory nerves that run directly to the pelvic plexus, the network of nerves that controls erection. Once those signals fire, the smooth muscles in the penis are cued to relax, arteries open to allow more blood in, and veins are compressed to keep that blood from leaving too quickly. The end result is a healthier, more sustained erection that begins with better responsiveness in the morning. Here's how to stimulate the area correctly. Sit or lie down in a comfortable position. Place 2 or 3 fingers on the point where the crura attach, just outside the soft perineum. Apply gentle but steady pressure, enough to feel firmness beneath your fingers, but not enough to cause pain. Begin with small circular motions, moving slowly for 20 to 30 seconds on one side before switching to the other. Keep your breathing calm and steady while you do this, because relaxation helps enhance blood flow and nerve activation. Over time, you can gradually increase the pressure slightly, but always keep it comfortable. While stimulating this point, you may notice subtle sensations such as warmth, tingling, or a gentle fullness in the pelvic region. Some men feel an almost immediate sense of increased circulation or a stronger pelvic floor contraction, while others may notice the effects later as firmer morning erections. These are all signs that the technique is working and that your erectile system is responding. Even if the sensations are mild at first, consistency allows the signals to grow stronger over time. The best approach is daily practice, ideally in the morning or before bedtime, when blood flow patterns naturally support pelvic responsiveness. Just a few minutes each day can help retrain the erectile reflex and improve responsiveness of the nerves and blood vessels in the region. Think of it as a routine that strengthens your body's ability to respond, just like exercising any other muscle group. Now, let's move on to our second pressure point. This next area is not a single spot, but rather a hidden, often neglected ring of incredibly responsive tissue. While the first point worked on the deeper muscular and vascular anchors, this one focuses on the nerve-rich surface that acts as a primary communication hub for your entire nervous system. We are focusing on the very tip of the penis, specifically the raised ridge or crown known anatomically as the corona of the glands. This ridge forms a distinct ring around the head, and it is absolutely packed with a higher concentration of sensory nerve endings than almost anywhere else on the male body. These nerves are your body's main messengers, responsible for sending the initial signals of sensation and arousal directly to the spinal cord's erection center. The goal of stimulating this area is to gently wake up and resensitize these nerve pathways over time. And sometimes, due to reduced circulation, these nerves can become less responsive, meaning they need a stronger signal to get the message through. By working this ring, you are essentially improving the connection, making the system more efficient so it can transmit arousal signals faster and more effectively. It is about improving the quality of the communication between the body and the brain. The technique for this point is critically different. It requires a very light, controlled touch. Too much pressure or intensity here can actually overwhelm the nerves or cause discomfort, which is counterproductive. Think of it not as applying pressure, but as providing a gentle, awakening stimulus. Take the penis gently with your fingers and place light pressure around the base of the glands, right on that ridge. Hold steady pressure for 10 to 15 seconds, then release. Repeat this several times, making sure the pressure is even and comfortable. Keep your touch deliberate, not rushed, and maintain a relaxed breathing pattern to encourage overall circulation. Once you've completed this, switch to a gentle rolling or circular movement with your fingers gliding lightly along the ridge of the glans ring. This type of motion not only stimulates the sensory nerves, but also enhances communication between the penis and the spinal cord, strengthening the reflex pathways that control erections. When this point is activated correctly, you may notice sensations like tingling, warmth, or heightened sensitivity in the penis. This is a positive sign that you are engaging the nerves correctly. The goal is subtlety, not intensity. Consistent, gentle stimulation like this can, over weeks, lead to a noticeable improvement in overall sensitivity. This enhanced sensitivity can contribute to stronger and more frequent morning erections by improving the initial trigger of the erectile process. It also often translates to a more connected and pleasurable experience during intimacy. It is important to see this practice as a form of gentle reconditioning. You are not forcing a result. You are patiently training your nervous system to become more responsive again, much like gently tuning a radio to get a clearer signal. This is a natural process of restoration. Our third and final point moves to a powerful area on the lower back, often called the sea of vitality in traditional practices. This point is located on your lower back, about 2 to 4 finger widths away from either side of your spine, level with the very top of your hip bone. You will find it right in the natural hollow of your lower back, an area that is often surprisingly sensitive to the touch. This point completes our system by working on the core, neurological, and circulatory support for pelvic health. To find it, place your hands on your waist and slide your thumbs inward until they rest about 2 finger widths away from the spine, just at the level of your belt line. This is where the sea of vitality points sit, slightly above the dimples you may notice on the back of your pelvis. These points matter because they sit right over muscles that stabilize your lower spine and connect into the pelvic floor network. Beneath them lies the multifidus muscle group, which helps support posture, and nearby you find the erector spiny muscles, both of which influence blood flow and nerve signals to the pelvis. Most importantly, through reflexive pathways, they interact with the ischiocavernosus and bulbospongiosus muscles, the key players that trap blood inside the penis to maintain firmness. In other words, the sea of vitality points act as an indirect switchboard for strengthening the very system that makes morning erections possible. Over time, these back muscles and nerve pathways lose some of their efficiency. Blood flow to the pelvic region may not be as robust, and the messages carried through the spinal cord may slow down. That combination makes it harder to achieve and maintain erections naturally. When you stimulate this region, you send a message through the spinal reflex arcs that activates pelvic floor engagement. This reflexive workout helps train the muscles responsible for trapping blood in the penis and boosts the responsiveness of the erection system as a whole. At the same time, It increases blood supply in the lower spine and pelvis, providing both immediate benefits and long-term conditioning for the tissues involved. To work on these points, lie comfortably on your back or sit upright in a chair with good back support. Place your thumbs or knuckles gently on the sea of vitality points, about 2 finger widths away from the spine at beltline level. Press gently but firmly, holding steady pressure for 20 to 30 seconds. Then release and repeat several times or apply slow, circular massage movements for up to 2 minutes. Make sure your body stays relaxed while you do this, as relaxation allows the nerves and blood vessels to respond more effectively. As you apply pressure, you may notice subtle sensations like warmth spreading through your lower back, a faint pulsing, or even a gentle release of tension in your pelvic region. Some men describe it as a soothing heaviness in the hips or a mild tingling down into the thighs. For best results, spend about 3 to 5 minutes stimulating this area each day. Consistency is more important than intensity. A light daily practice trains the reflexes and helps you gradually rebuild responsiveness. Over weeks of regular use, you'll notice a clearer connection between these sessions and stronger morning erections. If you'd like to take it one step further, you can pair the stimulation of the sea of vitality points with simple pelvic floor exercises, such as gentle Kegels. While the pressure point wakes up the reflex system, the exercise adds a layer of strength training. Together, they reinforce one another, creating both immediate activation and long-term resilience. Now that you know the 3 points, let's put them together into the simple sequence I recommend to my patients for maximum benefit. The order is important because it prepares your body step by step, building from a foundation of core circulation to targeted nerve activation. Begin with the lower back points, the sea of vitality. Spend about 45 seconds to a minute on each side, using your thumbs to apply firm, steady pressure. This first step is like turning on the main power switch. It helps relax the lower back muscles and stimulates the sacral nerve plexus, which improves overall neural communication and blood flow to the entire pelvic region. You are essentially preparing the central pathway for the more localized work to come. Then shift to the ischiocavernosus attachment points on the perineum. Work on each side for another 45 seconds, applying that firm, upward pressure on the bony anchors. This second step builds directly on the improved circulation from the first. Now you are engaging the muscular engine of an erection, encouraging those specific muscles to relax and the local arteries to dilate. You are moving from the core to the specific mechanical structures responsible for rigidity. Finally, finish with the glans ring for about 30 to 45 seconds, using that very light, delicate touch to massage and roll the coronal ridge. This sequence concludes by focusing on the nervous system's communication. After you have optimized blood flow and engaged the muscles, this final step fine-tunes the sensory nerves that send the critical arousal signals to the brain and spinal cord. It ensures the entire system is communicating effectively. Done in this back-to-back order, the sequence creates a powerful synergistic effect. You are not just stimulating 3 separate points. You are guiding your body through a logical process. You start by opening the core pathways, then you engage the local muscular and vascular mechanics, and you finish by sharpening the sensory input. This comprehensive approach simultaneously addresses circulation, muscle function, and nerve responsiveness. When practiced consistently, this routine trains your body's own natural systems to work together more efficiently, which is the ultimate goal for fostering firmer and more reliable morning erections. Gentlemen, this routine is not a magic button that will transform everything overnight. True, lasting change in your body requires consistency and patience. You are essentially retraining your nervous system and circulatory pathways, and that process deserves respect and time. The good news is that you likely will not have to wait months to feel a difference. Many of my patients start noticing subtle but incredibly encouraging changes within just 2 to 3 weeks of daily practice. You might feel a new sense of warmth and fullness, or notice that morning erections return briefly, but more strongly. For truly lasting improvements, I encourage you to pair this daily pressure point routine with other healthy lifestyle habits that support vascular health. Staying well hydrated, taking a short daily walk, and focusing on quality sleep all create an internal environment where your efforts can yield the best possible results. When you make these steps part of your daily rhythm, the benefits tend to multiply. This is about creating an environment where strong, natural erections can happen more easily. The best part is that this approach is safe, drug-free, and completely within your control. This leads to my most important message for you today. You do not have to accept weaker or disappearing morning erections as an inevitable fact of life. You have the power to actively support your body's natural functions. By pressing these 3 points daily, you can retrain your nerves, restore healthy circulation, and bring back that morning confidence. If you found this helpful, make this routine a part of your day, and let me know how it works for you in the comments below. Your feedback helps guide what we talk about next. Remember, your sexual health is a vibrant reflection of your overall health. Every positive step you take toward better circulation and muscle tone will pay off not just in the bedroom, but in your overall energy and vitality for years to come.